Hey you guys, it's me, Adivce, and today we are going to do freshman. What? Guys, it's me, Adivce, and today we are going to do sophomore tips and devices. Yes, I don't know why I said freshman. I haven't seen from last year's tips and advice. I did freshmen. I just came out of being a sophomore and whatnot. So I am class of 2018 junior. Your upcoming junior. All right. Enough of that. Just in case you didn't know, what it's cool. But let's get started with it. Now, number one is how you already know about high school. You already know how it rolls. You know what how the place looked like if you're returning to that school. If you're not and you're going to a different school, that's a whole different story, but you still should know about high school because you have 1 year of it. Now, I'm gonna say this. Freshman and sophomore year is like the beginning of your high school years. Y'all gonna be like, no, I'm a upperclassman my sophomore year. Yeah, I thought that too. But you're not. You're still a lowerclassman, okay? So, what it is just getting you ready for junior and senior year as an upcoming class, whatever you want to say. But anyways, you should already know the game. You should already know how it is and whatnot. Number two is do not mess with them freshmen. I know. Okay, I'll say I know they are super annoying. Like legit, especially on the first week. Okay, because I really wanted to knock half of them freshmen out. Like it's not even funny. Just try and don't get on their level. Just do you. Focus on what you gotta do and not them. And that goes for anybody who tries to do whatever. But they're gonna ignore the shit out of you. It happens. I know I was gonna fight these few freshmen on the bus a couple of times. But I was like, you know what? I'm not getting on their level. Even though they're talking about me, I know I'm flawless, Bobo, and I want to keep slaying y'all hoes, okay? So, I mean, no hate. I don't hate. So, it is what it is at the end of the day. Not everybody can like you. And especially if they don't know you and they just want to put hate on you, that means that they love you. Know yourself and your surroundings. Getting to know yourself is what I'm meaning is you are beginning to be adults now. You're either about to turn 16 or 17 at the most because you are actually maturing or something. I don't know. It all depends. But mostly 16 at the most or 17, something like that. You just gotta get to know yourself, who you are. You can't keep going like trying to, try and follow other people's footsteps. Even though they can lead the right way, make sure that's who you are first. So that's gonna take a little bit more time and like around the school year, trying to get to know yourself, and you still try to find yourself throughout this whole entire high school life before you start your next chapter, hopefully. Or get to be in more clubs or sports. Do something your high school life. Start now. If you didn't start your freshman year, start your sophomore year, because you can put that on your resume or whatever you got to do for college. It starts when you get in high school and what you have done throughout your high school life. So if you haven't started nothing, do it. Because I know that I didn't start marching band until my sophomore year. I wanted to do it my freshman year, but I wanted to see how it would feel like and get the feeling of being a high schooler. So I waited until I knew how it rolled. I knew how school worked. Is it 5? Number 5. Challenging. High school is going to be so much, especially your sophomore year. To me, people say it was hard. To me, it wasn't that hard. The only hardest part for me was that geometry. Y'all don't know how much I was afraid when finals came along. I didn't do finals, but I did it's called in Georgia. I don't know about the other states. It's called the EOCT. It's a new test that they have put replacing the CRCT. Yeah. So mostly, it's just a roller coaster. That was a roller coaster for me. But other than that, it's going to be more challenging than freshman year. I know that for sure because of all the changes going on in your whole entire life or whatnot. So that's what I got to say right there. Now, change and mature. You are going to change, just like I said in whatever number I said. You are going to change. You are going to find yourself changing. You might not see it at the moment, but you're like, dang, what happened? But maturity is basically like you are going to get out most of your childhood stuff that you thought that you would never get out of because it's so much fun. But no, you're going to get out of it sooner or later. If it isn't your sophomore year, because I know some sophomores that are annoying as hell and childish, that don't know how to act. So I know some people don't change during their sophomore year, but hopefully sooner or later throughout their life. I know some seniors that had graduated that is childish, that don't know how to act. So there are people out there that actually don't know how to act. So, I mean, other than that, like 90% of the time, you will get to mature on who you are and your anyways, you will get to change. And that leads to number 7. Number 7 is losing and gaining friends. You are losing and gaining friends now. Now, I know I said this in my freshman tips and advices. Before I think I said this, that you are going to be with your squad probably throughout your whole entire freshman year. And I've seen this happen. Once you hit sophomore year, things change. It changes. Everybody gets to go their separate ways. You get to get different classes. Don't hardly get to see each other and blah yah yah. You know, it's going to be a disaster sometimes, and then again, it's not. Like I said before, keep your real friends who you've been with since day one. If they start acting funny or whatever, confront them about it. If they don't want to listen, forget about it. Move on with life. And yeah, I was going to go too far right there. But you are going to gain friends. Now, I know that's the most boringest, hardest part in life, but it's going to happen. I know I said I don't want to be friends with nobody else but the people that I want to be with. But that changes. You are going to find some new friends, and hopefully they are good. Make sure I used to be a very, very open person in life. I still kind of am an open person. But the thing is, I for myself gotta watch what I say when I first meet someone and when I'm getting to know someone, because you don't know if they're gonna change on you. You don't know if they're gonna use that against you. So you gotta be careful on who you say it to. But yeah. And the last one, number 7, dating. Now, this is, y'all probably have already got this your 8th grade or 9th grade year or something. But you are going to probably, I'm not saying it will, but for those who haven't really got into them things, you are like, your hormones are changing and they're like going to be crazy or whatever. Now some of y'all can keep your hormones together or whatever, and kudos and shout out to y'all who can. At the end of the day, be careful who you date. Like I said in the my first one, tips and advice. Be careful who you date. Don't be in an abusive relationship. If you are in an abusive relationship, get out real quick. Not fun. You think it's love, ladies, because y'all are, like, us ladies get so attached real quick. Some females don't. I know some that don't get attached and they're just like chilled, But be careful. If it's really meant to be, it's really meant to be. It might be for a long time, but it ends short time, whatever. It might be for a season, but it's whatever, Just, yeah. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to join the family. So, all I gotta say is, oh yeah, and make sure to follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Kick, and my Xbox One gamer tag. I will have the freshman tips and advice if you are a freshman, or either whatever. I will have part 1, part 2 down in the description down below with all my social media stuff. Like always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Junior tips and advice will be next year. I always do this every single year. So until the end or whatever. But I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, give a big fat thumbs up. Again, peace to business. Love y'all. Bye.